Hello, everybody. All right, so today we're going to talk about our last customary unit, and this one is in liquid volume. We're on lesson 12.4, page 483 of your textbook. And so, how can you use models to compare customary units of liquid volume? All right, so unlock the problem. Liquid volume is the measure of the space a liquid occupies. Some basic units for measuring liquid volume are gallons, half gallons, quarts, pints, and cups. And over here in the purple sidebar, it says 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces, 1 pint is 2 cups, 1 quart is 4 cups. So the bars below model the relationships among some units of liquid volume. The largest units are gallons, the smallest units are fluid ounces. Okay, so the whole thing is a gallon. So our first bar would be a gallon. There are 2 half gallons in 1 gallon. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts in a gallon. There are 2 quarts in every half gallon. Okay, so you see the dividing line here? This is half a gallon on this side. This is a half a gallon on this side. Okay, in every quart, there are 2 pints. Okay, and so in every gallon, there are 8 pints. In every pint, there are 2 cups. In every quart, there are 4 cups. So 4, 8, 12, 16 cups. And then there are 32, there's 8 fluid ounces per cup, 16 ounces per pint, 32 ounces per quart. So 32 times 4 would be 128 ounces per gallon. Okay, now this example is fine. The chart is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You might find yourself stuck and not sure how to use that or how to remember that. So I'd like to take some time to show you another visual representation. And a lot of people use what is called Gallon Man. And I want you to think of him as a kind of a robot. Okay, a robotic customary unit of liquid volume. So go ahead and get a piece of paper, and we're going to fill him out here. Okay, so draw yourself in a head. Okay, and I don't know, he's from another world or something. I don't know. So you need a torso. Okay, so we need a main rectangle box, fairly good size, and we're going to need 2 upper arms. We're going to need 2 upper legs, 2 mid arms, 2 mid arms, and then our Gallon Man is kind of special. He only has 4 fingers on each hand, and he only has 4 toes on each foot. Okay, so let's draw those basic boxes in. Okay, so you can pause while you do that, and when you're ready, you can continue. All right, and so Gallon Man, let's build him from his largest unit to his smallest unit. His largest unit is a gallon. Everything combined turns him into a gallon. Okay, so fill out that box with a gallon. Then in our table, it said every gallon has 4 quarts. Okay, well, let's call his upper arms quart. So there's 2 quarts, and then his upper legs will be the other 2 quarts. So how many quarts are in a gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarts in a gallon. Now, how many pints were in a quart? Well, according to the table, there are 2 pints. There are 2 pints in every quart. So next, let's write in pint. Okay, so 2 pints in every quart. Okay, so 2 pints in a quart, 2, 4, 6, 8 pints in a gallon. How many pints in 2 quarts? 1, 2, 3, 4 pints in 2 quarts. All right, and then how many cups are in a pint? There's 2 cups per pint. I have 2 pints here. That's why there's 4 fingers. So we're going to write cup in every finger. Okay, so 4 cups in every finger spot. All right, so there are 2 cups in every pint. There are 4 cups in 2 pints. There are 2 pints in a quart. And we have the same thing on the other arm. Okay. Then going down here, you notice we have quart, 2 pints, 4 cups. Quart, 2 pints, 4 cups. So there are 4 cups in every quart. So 32 ounces. .32 fluid ounces in every quart. Okay, so that's kind of just a fun little way to kind of practice and know the units for that make up a gallon. Okay, so now, how does the size of a gallon compare to the size of a quart? And it wants us to draw 2 bars that represent this relationship. So we are going to practice this bar model idea here. And we have a gallon and quarts. Okay, well, let's make 1 bar. That'll be 1 gallon. Okay. And then how many quarts are in a gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarts in a gallon. So we need to have 4 smaller bars below, and those are quarts. Okay. So 1 bar should show gallons, and the other bar should show quarts. All right, now shade 1 gallon on 1 bar. And shade 1 quart on the other bar. So they want us to kind of compare the sizes of these 2 things. Okay, a gallon is 4 times a quart. So compare the size of a gallon to the size of 1 quart. So 1 gallon is 4 times as much as 1 quart. Okay, let's go to 484. So Serena needs to make 3 gallons of lemonade for the lemonade cell. She has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces of lemonade. How can she decide if she has enough powder mix? Use the model on page 483. Okay, so that would be the bar model idea on page 483 to help if you need to, or you can use your model of the gallon man if you did it. Find the relationship between gallons and fluid ounces. In a gallon, how many cups are there? So again, on our man, how many total cups in fingers and toes does he have? Well, there's 4, 4, 4, 4. So 4 times 4, 16. There are 16 cups in a gallon. Every cup has 8 fluid ounces. So 1 gallon equals 16 cups times 8 fluid ounces. All right, well, what's 16 times 8? 8 times 6 is 48. Regroup that as 4 tens and 8 ones. 8 times 1 10 is 8, plus the 4 regrouped tens, 128 fluid ounces. Now we can take that fluid ounces and take multiples of it. So if I had 2 gallons, it would be 2 times 128. So 2 gallons times 128 fluid ounces per gallon. 2 times 8 is 16. Regroup that as 1 10 and 6 ones. 2 times 2 tens is 4, plus 1 more is 5 tens. And 2 times 100 is 200. So in 2 gallons, we'd have 256 fluid ounces. In 3 gallons, it would be 128 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Regroup that as 2 tens and 4 ones. 3 times 2 tens is 6 tens, plus the 2 regrouped tens is 8 tens. And 3 times 1 is 300. So 384 fluid ounces. Okay, so now, does she have... She's making 3 gallons of lemonade, and she has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces of lemonade. Okay, so this is what she's able to make. She needs 384 because 3 gallons is 384 fluid ounces. She does not have enough, right? 350 is less. She doesn't have enough. So Serena has enough to make 350 fluid ounces. She needs to make 3 gallons of lemonade. 350 fluid ounces is less than 3 gallons. So Serena does not have enough to make 3 gallons of lemonade. Okay. 485. Compare the size of a quart to the size of a pint. Use a model to help. A quart. Okay, so we notice that a quart, if we are using our drawing, it takes 2 pints to equal a quart. 2 pints to equal a quart. Okay, well, so a quart is how many times bigger than a pint? It takes 2 pints to equal 1 quart. So it's 2 times as much as 1 pint. How many cups are in a pint? There are 2 cups in a pint. Okay. Remember, we have 2 pints, and there's 2 cups in every pint. That's why we have 4, because there's 2 pints. Okay, so 1 pint equals 2 cups. So 2 pints equals 2 times 2 cups. So 2 pints equals 4 cups. 3 gallons is how many quarts? 1 gallon equals 1 gallon equals 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So 3 gallons equals 3 times 4 quarts. 3 gallons equals 12 quarts. 6 quarts is how many cups? Okay, so every quart has 4 cups. Every quart has 4 cups. So 1 quart equals 4 cups. 6 quarts equals 6 times 4 cups. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, again, 1 quart is 4 cups. So 6 quarts would be 6 times 4, 24. 4 gallons is how many pints? Every gallon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pints. So 1 gallon is 8 pints. So 4 gallons would be 4 times 8. Five cups is how many fluid ounces? Well, in 1 cup, there are 8 fluid ounces. That's the abbreviation for fluid ounces. So 5 cups equals 5 times 8 sets of 5 times 8 fluid ounces. So 5 cups equals 40 fluid ounces. Number 7, 2 gallons compared to 32 cups. 2 gallons compared to 32 cups. Well, how many cups are in 1 gallon? Well, there's 4, 8, 12, 16 cups in a gallon. So 1 gallon equals 16 cups. So 2 gallons is 2 times 16. 2 times 16, that's 32. Those two are equal. 4 pints compared to 6 cups. Okay, every pint has 2 cups. So 4 pints would be 4 times 2. So that would be 8 cups. So 4 pints is more than 6 cups. 5 quarts compared to 11 pints. Every quart has 2 pints. 2 pints per quart. Okay, again, we want to change these into matching units just so it's easier to compare. Okay, so 1 quart equals 2 pints. So if I have 5 quarts, that would be 5 times 2 pints. 5 quarts is 10 pints. So 5 quarts is less than 11 pints. All right, number 10. A soccer team has 25 players. The team's thermos holds 4 gallons of water. If the thermos is full, is there enough water for each player to have 2 cups? All right, I need to know that there's 25 players. I need to know that their thermos holds 4 gallons. Okay, and our question is, can they have 2 cups of water? Well, we can figure out how many cups of water I need, right? There's 25 players, and if they each have 2 cups, they're going to need 50 cups of water. All right, now let's fill out this table over here. 1 gallon, how many cups? 1 gallon, how many cups? 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 cups in a gallon. 2 times 16 is 32. 3 cups is 48. 4 gallons is 64 cups. Okay, so they have 4 gallons of water. Do they have enough for each player to have 2 cups? Yeah, they only need 50 cups. They have 64 cups. Yes, they need 50 cups for the players. And in 4 gallons, there are 64 cups. So they have enough. All right, number 11. Whose statement makes sense? Whose statement is nonsense? Explain your reasoning. Our friend here, Zach, he's saying 1 pint is 1/4 of a gallon. 1 pint is 1/4 of a gallon. Each limb of the gallon man is a 1/4, right? There's 4 limbs here. They match exactly. So 1 pint is not a 1/4 of a gallon. A quart is. It takes 4 quarts to equal a gallon. So no, he's not right. So Zach's is nonsense. One pint, if we're really looking at this, 1 pint is half a quart. One pint is also, how many pints does it take to equal a gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you only have one of the 8 parts that you need, you would say 1 pint is also 1/8 of a gallon. Okay, so his was nonsense. She's saying 1 pint is 1/8 of a gallon. She's right. Angela's makes sense. There are 8 pints in a gallon. So 1 pint would be 1/8 of a gallon. Peter's glasses each hold 8 fluid ounces. How many glasses of juice can Peter pour from a bottle that holds 2 quarts? All right. Well, let's look here. A quart. Every quart has 32 fluid ounces. Okay, well, 1 quart equals 32 fluid ounces. He has 2 quarts. So 2 quarts would be 2 times 32. 2 times 32. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 tenths is 6. So 64 fluid ounces. So how many glasses though? Okay, so in 2 quarts, there's 64 fluid ounces. Every cup has 8 ounces. So 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. All right, so 64 divided by 8. 8. 8 glasses you can fill. And 13. A pitcher contains 5 quarts of water. Josie says the pitcher contains 10 cups of water. Explain Josie's error. Then find the correct number of cups the pitcher contains. Well, every quart one quart equals 4 cups. Okay. Again, if we used our example, 1 quart, there are 2 pints, but there are 4 cups because there's 2 cups in every pint. Okay, so 5 quarts of water. 5 quarts would equal 5 times 4 cups. 5 quarts equals 20 cups. So what is her mistake? Well, I'm going to assume that she thought every quart had 2 cups. So I think she thought 1 quart equals 2 pints. So 5 times 2 would be 10. It should have been 5 times 4, or 20 cups. Okay, that's it for lesson 12.4. Our next lesson, we're going to be practicing line plots. So until then, may the numbers always be in your favor.